Okay, I've noticed that we've called our utility marking company and that we're seeing some locates show up here in the grass. These paint lines and flags show where the gas line is in this particular house. And remember, it's a good idea that you make sure all of these utilities are located before you start digging. We're going to cut these pieces about 6 inches below grade here. That'll give us a real rough idea of how long they need to be. Now, as we did before, we glue our cut lengths of riser pipe into place using primer and glue. Okay, we've got our pressure vacuum breaker installed as our backflow device. And as you can see, it's well above the grade here. We want to keep that again at least 12 inches higher than the highest head. That's what the code here requires. Also, you'll notice that this arrow on the side indicates the flow. That's the direction of flow for the water through the device. Want to make sure we install it in the correct way. And as you can see, these test ports are accessible so that when the certified tech comes out to test it, he can get his gauges onto these ports. Very important. We shut the water valves on our backflow device off and go back out to our main tap to turn on the water and check for leaks. Okay, we're going to do what's called a water jet underneath this walk here. We need to get a pipe underneath this walk to get our drip irrigation into the bed. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this garden hose, we're going to stick it into a piece of PVC we've cut about 8 feet long. We're just going to put that hose in there. Feed it in. Just until the end of the hose just peeks out there, out the end of that. And that'll give us some water action to help our bore. Now we've trenched this back underneath this walk here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this pipe into this hole. We've finished fitting up our last 4 valves in the backyard here. There's our valve box. And as you can see, I'm going to pull this away for you. You can see that we've cut this away so that we can gain access for these 4 pipes here. Put that over here. You can see we've got our wire connections here all connected up to our multi-strand wire. Common connection. All 4 of these valves are ready to go. And this is the end of our main line. Now this wire will continue on back to the timer.